Welcome back to Crypto Quick Chat. About to dive into the new Illuvium patch 0.42.2. So unless you've been sleeping under a rock, there was a massive update. Phase 1 of the airdrop is over. We're now in Phase 2. And they've linked all versions of the game up like in a lot of different ways, in a lot of new ways. So arena, the survival mode, overworld, it's all connected. Even the land game, Zero, seems to be connected, even though they haven't actually officially released it yet. If you've got an Android phone, you can. I don't know whether you can still search for it, but it was there when I downloaded it. The Illuvium Zero game is out. It's a very early version of it, but it is connected to the blockchain. How do I know? Well, there's new missions, and if you do stuff in Illuvium Zero, it gives you credit on your missions tab if you log into your profile. So nice to have a jump start in that. I don't think everyone's got access to it at the moment. If you're on Apple, you won't be able to do it. But it is available for Android users. It's not out on PC yet either. So I don't know whether that's zone dependent or maybe it's an Australian thing. I don't know. But I've been building my you can't access your land you've purchased, but there's a test bit of land there that you can develop. I think I'm up to almost level 70. So haven't completed any of the missions, but it does seem to be quite interesting. So the earlier you dive in, the sooner you can get cracking on those Illuvium Zero missions. So we're just going to have a quick look at the patch notes before we get started. I won't go through them in detail. I'll just pick out the important bits. So first, we've got the Forge. The Forge is heavily modified. It looks a lot better. Still not perfect. There's a lot they could improve. I haven't done a lot of playing around with it yet, but we'll go over that a bit later. So they have made it easier to understand what you're building and what you're finding on the Forge. So that's good. What else? Processing tab. So if you went to the inventory, the processing tab used to be in there. They've moved it into the Forge. So if for some reason you craft something and you can't find it, you can check in the processing tab, and that should tell you if it's still sent to the blockchain. Menu changes, that doesn't matter. Weapon and suit rework. All right, this is pretty big. So there's a ton of new weapons and suits. Everything, all the old ones seem to have been disappeared. You're no longer bonding your ranger to an alluvial, which is good and bad. It makes it simpler. All you got to do is equip a weapon. But what I have noticed is it makes a lot of the combos we used to use much harder to attain. So before, if you wanted to be, say, a berserker, you could equip a 10-point sword, link him to a fighter, and you'd make a berserker for 10 points. Now you have to find a weapon specifically tuned to be a berserker, and that might be a 50 or 60-point weapon. So it's not available at the start of a round, in arena anyway, and you can't do a cheap build in the overworld and use whatever class you like. So that might take some balancing, which I don't think they've done yet, but we'll get to that shortly. Yeah, so any of your old suits and weapons are all gone. Bonding removal's gone. They've adjusted some of the consumables and encounter costs. Encounter costs have gone back up. I don't like it for the points cost it's at. It's at 675 points for an encounter. It was 300. And I thought 300 was a good number because it allowed you to farm fairly consistently and still do a bunch of encounters, whereas now it doesn't feel quite as efficient, or it doesn't feel as good a value, put it that way. But it's still time for them to try different things out before we go live. Anything else? XP. There's a new XP chart when you level up your alluvials. That's nice. Oh, they've increased travel cost as well. Mega deposits have changed quite a bit too. They're much rarer. Big thing, the missions. The mission system is in. We'll go over that over the night. Basically, my plan for tonight is to try and do all the daily missions. I'm not sold on... I'm not a huge fan of daily missions. They sort of force you to come back every day, and you feel like you're missing out if you don't do them every day. And it feels a bit like a gotcha game, like a mobile game. But it's all part of the airdrop. And this airdrop isn't as big as the last one, and there's probably going to be more players in it. So if you do want to earn good Illuvium from this one, you might have to grind pretty hard. And I'm not committing to that just yet myself. I'm just going to take it casually to begin with because I went pretty hard on the last airdrop, and I don't want to spend hours and hours and hours right before the official release only to do it again when the game goes to mainnet. So we might take Season 2 a little bit more casual. I say that now and I'll probably get sucked in again. So the mission system is really good. Quite in depth. There's a whole dashboard set up to it, which we'll check out a bit later. They cover the airdrop stuff. A couple more days and we should see the history from Season 1, and that'll tell you how well you did as far as the first airdrop goes. Excuse me. Also, this isn't in the patch notes here, but I think tomorrow morning, so about 12 hours from now, they are holding the raffle for the Hunter series we just finished up, and I think they'll be doing that in the Illuvium Discord. So that might be quite fun to jump in and listen to. I'm going to try and catch that tomorrow morning. But jump in if you wanna hang out and see what happens. And that's about it. So we're gonna jump over to the dashboard real quick. So this is under the profile. So when you go to the testnet Illuvidex and click on your name, it'll bring up the profile button, and you can hit the missions tab over here, and it'll bring up all the daily quests. There was a bit of teething problem with the Forge to begin with, so I think everyone had a fairly slow start completing their quests. There was lots of bugs to begin with, but it looks like they've fixed most of them now. So I think we're going to focus on the overworld quests to begin with, and then we're going to jump into arena and do the arena quests. I did have a quick go earlier. Let's jump over to the game. I've already queued it up. I think the graphics have improved a little bit. Like some of the textures look a little bit nicer, and it seems to be running a bit smoother than it was before. Oh, the new character customization page looks way better too. Not amazing, but it is better. I think the proportions on the male character are much better. Used to have stick arms. Alright, so basically the quest I'm doing at the moment is the find a tier 5 alluvial, and if we complete the other quests while we're doing that, that would be great, but we'll just see what we have to do by the time we find a T5 alluvial.
Landed.
If you got any questions, chuck them in the chat. Happy to answer to the best of my knowledge. Hi Katniss, thanks for joining. Yeah, so a massive update. It's a shame they had so many bugs to begin with, like the forging system wasn't working yesterday, and a lot of people were losing resources and couldn't create shards, and because everyone was farming so hard in the last version, or in the last phase, probably no one had shards left, which wouldn't have been very nice. So, but it seems it's fixed now. It was only took them 24 hours to sort out, so. So what are we doing? We're trying to catch, the tasks are in the top left there, we're trying to catch a tier 5 alluvial. We've got to catch some morphopods, Get some experience and gather some Wrath Essence, which I'm not even sure where that comes from, but hopefully it's stage 5 event. Hi James. Yeah, that's what I've heard from a few people. So you're confirming it's working all right. I did build a few weapons, and I had no issues with that. So. Alright. Let's get to farming. God, I feel like I was... Oh, there's a little hollow. Oh, my weapon doesn't work. I'll have to change that. Oh, that's a pain in the bum. Yeah, this is painful. So the new weapons, I don't think you can use if you equip them. Or at least the one I've got equipped doesn't work. Yeah, so I did make a couple of new weapons. I think I can use this on my ranger and that'll probably bring my weapon back. But I don't think I can change it right now. So I can still run 3 Slayer with this thing. I wonder if I still teleport. Does that make me a... At the start of combat, Slayer units blink to the opposite side. Okay, so I still do that. Might chuck him in the corner. Oh, we maxed out our points. I think that'll do anyway. I did have a few shards yesterday, so I was able to run around and do some stuff, capture some stuff. But yeah, the battles were a little bit harder, so the balance has changed slightly. But my Slayer build was still steamrolling most guys. So let's just see how we go. Ouch. There goes my ranger. Yeah, so Slayer build still works. Basically, Umbra and Gyro plus the Ranger, and you can pretty much smoke any stage 3. It's actually a bit easier having not having to level up so many Illuvials all at once. You can sort of run a different team. I wonder how many XP that was. One of my quests is 1500 experience, I think. if you're still there, James, do you know if everyone gets the same tasks every day, or does everyone have different tasks? I haven't seen anyone confirm that yet. Ooh, Victorious. That's a stage 2. I am going to try and do the capture all alluvials milestone, or as much of it as I can. So catching these stage 2s and 3s is really important when they're there. Oh, this is painful. Yeah, the market's taken a bit of a turn down again today. It was starting to look a little bit bullish just 24 hours ago, and it's turned back down again. So I have to check out the Cultivate Crypto show tomorrow and see what Charlie says about it. Because we were all but certain we were in a new 60-day cycle, and it's sort of turned bearish again. And I'm like, oh, are we still in the old cycle, or is it just an early cycle low, which could be bad news? We could have quite a down period if it is the new cycle and we've already hit the high. That'd be like 50 days of going down. But I guess that just makes the cycle a little bit longer and gives us more time to buy. So I can't fit Joku and this new weapon in. Oh, I should equip some armor, shouldn't I? I can bring some armor and that'll be alright. I'll have to change my my loadout later. Yeah, I'm just sort of... That's the new leveling screen we were talking about. So I'm just sort of randomly leveling up different alluvials at the moment, so I can hopefully quickly complete missions when they pop up. Let's see... Oh, that's no good. They've nerfed the drone upgrades too, so you don't get as much capture chance from them. Not very happy about that. They took me ages to build. I did get really clever at the end of the last airdrop phase 1. Towards the end, and I mean, I had a 10-hour grinding session on the last day before we went to before the phase ended, and I found 3 ramp fires, like stage 3 ramp fires, in the last session. So I couldn't actually, and one of them was right at the end. So 2 of them I managed to make new sets for. But the last one, it was like 2 AM and I found this Ramfire. And I'm like, oh, I'm not making another set now. So I chucked him on the marketplace and he sold for about 90 test ETH. So I chucked up all my extras on the testnet marketplace just to get rid of stuff that I wasn't going to make new sets for, and all of it sold, every single thing. So I think I made about 200 test ETH just at the end of airdrop phase 1, just selling crap, which is kind of handy. Not that it seems to, they seem to have, whatever they're doing for the airdrop this stage, they seem to have they're not encouraging the big spenders to get the airdrop, so probably won't help me too much, but better to have it than not have it. Alright, where am I going? We're looking for our stage 5. What do we got there? Oh, it's just a hollow monkey. So we're going to do this until we get our tier 5 capture, and then we'll jump over to arena, do some survival mode, and maybe do some arena battles if we got time. That's the plan anyway. There's another little hollow. I really can't be bothered capturing them. I saw on, I can't remember if it was Discord or Twitter, someone's already got the capture 1 of every tier hollow alluvial. So he's got the 0.1 multiplier. Don't know whether that was hard work or luck, but so far I've only caught a tier 1 and a tier 3 alluvial in hollow. And apparently they've made hollows more rare, so might be a tough ask, that one. We're in no man's land here. And we'll head up there. Hey, Russell. How'd you go with the phase 1 airdrop? Did you score well? Man, everything, there's nothing but aces. I wonder if they've modified the the spawning. I keep forgetting to shoot these morphopods. Oh, that's not bad. That's a pretty good score. I think they're saying 70k per ILV. Last I checked, but I don't think that takes everything into account, like playtime or Illuvium 0. So we'll see. We'll see what the final numbers would end up being. Yeah, I went a little nuts at the end myself. I was a bit crook actually, so I had 3 days off work, and I think I played for on average 10 hours a day. So I went from a perfectly sane level of points, about 450, to I think 750 I finished on, according to the spreadsheet. So that was yeah, I would have been happy with 450 plus, I think, but ended up doing a bit better than that. I think a lot of people went a bit crazy at the end. Yeah, I was watching Wave 3's stream. I think it was on Thursday or something, and he was on 800 and something points, and he finished on 1.1 million. So he obviously got some work done over the weekend too. But it's a good sign that the game is good enough to make people do that kind of thing. And I know a lot of it's just airdrop farming, but I think it's got to be a decent game to make people sit there that long. Alright, I think we're going to change zones. Let's get out of here. And I want to change my weapon too. The new weapons do not work in Overworld. I'm hoping the sword they gave me does.
Nothing beats this view, really.
So let's... And I think I got armor too. I should put that in here. Oh really? I just minted a bunch of weapons, Russell. So it should be fixed. There is a processing tab on the Forge. If you look in there, it should tell you if it's still in queue on the blockchain to be minted. Yeah, have a look in there maybe.
Next stop.
But yeah, it shouldn't take that long.
Landed.
It says complete, but you don't have the items. That's probably something you want to report.
Up it goes.
Not that they seem to reimburse anyone for errors at the moment, but yeah, they hopefully want to get that right before we go to mainnet. I think I'm going to find it quite hard even doing these daily tasks like on a normal weekday. Like, you know, by the time you get home from work, clean yourself up, have dinner, sort out the kids. Yeah, spending a couple of hours doing dailies might be tricky to fit in. It's probably why I'm leaning towards being a little more casual this phase. Yeah, I totally agree, Russell. Once there's real dollars involved, they need to be on the ball with that kind of thing. I'm surprised there's not a team practicing to get it all, like just the customer service side of things sorted out. Yeah. Because, I mean, if their first day of sorting these things out is, like, mainnet, it's just, you know there's going to be a massive backlog. How do we go there? Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, 3 weeks is no joke, eh? Not long at all. That's sort of why I don't want to spend the next 3 weeks playing, you know, every second I can, and then be burnt out come mainnet. I'd rather take it a bit slow for a couple of weeks, and if you don't get much out of the airdrop, you don't get much, but hopefully that way you'll be fresh and ready to go for the mainnet launch. Yeah, I agree, Russell. And then if you can't play every day, you're missing out, and I know it's a tactic they use to get you to play every day, but it's not a tactic I like. I think if it's a fun game, they don't need to use stuff like that. So yeah, I'd like to see them come up with a better system. I don't think so, Katniss. They are on a very strict deadline for getting mainnet out, and unless the game is completely broken, I don't imagine they'll be pushing it back. The token release is finished, so the only income will come from revenue distribution in the future, and until they have the game on mainnet, there is no revenue distribution. So I think that's why the deadline is when it is, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get it ready for that deadline. I would be very surprised to see them delay. I mean, I'd rather see them get the game right before they release it. I'd rather see a delay, but you know, if they do make that call, it'll be last minute. Yeah, I'm sure they'll do the hunting tasks as well. In fact, I think as soon as they finish the raffle, I bet you there's another one right around the corner.
Oh, come on.
Hopefully it's not too tempting. I don't want to be playing for hours. But I mean, they throw a number like 150 ILV at you, and it's like, ooh, definitely got to be in it. Ooh. So they have sped up the mining extraction too, which is quite nice. Well, look, I'm sure they only announced it because they were certain they could make the target. They haven't missed any major deadlines in the past, so... Not recently, anyway. Usually if they can't commit to a deadline, they don't mention it. Yeah, I don't mind weekly tasks. I agree with you, Russell. I don't mind weekly or monthly tasks or season tasks or just little things you can work on in your own time. But daily tasks are just... yeah, that's arse. I'm not interested. Well, you know, you got to get those points. You want to get a little bit of an airdrop, but... yeah, I'd rather longer tasks that you can work on over time, and if you miss one day here or there, it's not a big deal. You can play a bit longer the next day. It gives you more flexibility. And if you look at the age demographic for the people who are into Illuvium and GameFi, it's not a young crowd. It starts on average around 25 to 45. And I mean, oh, there's my tier 5. There's a squiz down there. I'll jump down there in a sec. Yeah, so 25 to 45, that means they're all going to have jobs. They're all going to have families. They're all going to have, you know, commitments. So, while it's nice going pretty hardcore and doing an airdrop for a month, making a little bit of Illuvium, that's great, but we can't all do it long term. Alright, let's get that tier 5. Oh, I miss my big gun. Where'd he go? Okay. I'll just tab out for a sec. See if I've... So you click on milestones. And then you go to overworld. You scroll down to tier 5 stage 1. Got a Rampy, got a Scarabok. Haven't got the Squiz. Right. So that's something we're working on. Oh no, I can't fit him in. I suppose my range is ranged now anyway, so I don't have to position him quite so carefully. just chucking some XP buffs in so I can hopefully finish the experience quest or mission. I think I'm going to have to try and make a Malura team, because Bloom seems quite strong, and it's one of the new weapons. I think is a Bloom weapon, Bloom Behemoth or something. Might have to give that a go. All right. Oh, that's good news. If you jump on the dashboard, it hopefully should give you credit there. Maybe just the user interface hasn't updated. Alright, so we've got our tier 5. We might just go to resource farming mode and only stop if we find something we need. So we need Wrath Essence and Morphopods. How boring. Oh, well, this level's over anyway. Let's restart. I haven't come across any yet, Katniss, but yesterday was, yeah, that was not good. There were bugs all over the place.
I hope I won't be disintegrated in the process.
Yeah, basically everything you forged on the they deleted everyone's weapons and armor, and anything you forged was deleted or disappeared. So no one could play yesterday, basically. Well, you could if you still had resources, but it wasn't probably the worst patch they've delivered so far. But it had a lot of changes, so, and they fixed it pretty quick. So I guess we can't complain too much. But yeah, that wasn't great. Oh, I don't have a... Let me just check the forge. Oh, I'll do that another time. Won't make you watch me forge a drone augment.
I hope I won't be disintegrated in the process.
Yeah, I think they deleted the alluvial slot drone, so I'm not sure what I can replace it with. Yeah, it only took them 24 hours, Katniss.
This place feels like a dream sometimes.
Which is pretty good. It would have been nice if they sort of said something to the community though and told them, look, we know about the issues, we're working on it. Don't worry about it, but they didn't say much. What is that? Oh, that's a vermal thing. Don't need him. So I need that marmot for the milestones.
Right on. Ready for the grind.
So I spent some time recreating my Behemoth arena team so I could play that. But when I jumped in to create the weapon, There's no Behemoth Verdant weapon, so I don't think my old build works. We'll try it and just see how it goes, but I don't imagine it's going to work too well. We're going to have to learn some new tricks, I think. Should be interesting. I did have a little play around with survival mode yesterday. And I've definitely gotten better. But I think everyone's gotten better, so probably won't do much better than we used to be fair. Yeah, even the Ranger's new weapons, it doesn't look like the effects or the animation has been finished. Like, he just looks like a guy swinging his arm around. So they've obviously got a bit more to do there as well. It's like it's even hard to tell when he uses his Omega ability. You sort of don't even see what it does. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to get it all done in 3 weeks. Like, there's so much to do. So much to do. Unless they've already got another build ready to go, they just haven't released it to us yet. Yeah, I don't like this running around looking for Wrath Essences. How many points is it even worth? I don't want to spend all night hunting plants. Let's have a look. Overworld. So we've done that one, 50 points for the Morthopods. And 240 for the Wrath Essence. Is that even a lot of points? I don't think that's many. We'll finish this run and we'll see how close we are. I wouldn't mind just jumping into arena and doing some arena battles. Have I got him? I don't think I do. I might lose this. Oh, that was close. I only used 2 buffs then. Oh no, 3. I think that's all my stage, assuming I capture this guy, that's all my stage, tier 4 stage 1s. Yeah, pretty sure it is. So now I don't even need to look at those when I run past. Yeah, no. So these are there are daily ones that I'm sort of trying to do, but I don't know a lot. I don't like how little points they give and how long it takes you to do them. So I'm focusing more on the milestones, which are here I'll show you. Which are these. So I mean, capture. For example, you click on capture all tier 1 stage 1 alluvials. You click on it and it tells you which ones you've already got, which ones you don't. But this is something you've got the whole month to do rather than a night. So you just slowly work towards it, and yeah, if you're close, I guess you can do some grinding at the end, but I'm not too keen on doing the dailies every night. Well, it's basically every alluvial in the game. So, yeah, there's a lot, but, I mean, we all captured, like, what, 10 sets of every alluvial in the previous beta.
What material is this bubble made from?
Not too keen on doing it again,
So
but
strong.
they found a way to make us look at it. You don't have to capture them all. There's little brackets that you can do. So, I'm just focusing on the easy ones, and if I see anything, I'll pick it up along the way.
Oh, come on.
First time I've ever gone looking for morphopods.
It just left.
So it's still only got one Wrath Essence. Unless there's a particular plant they spawn from. So I think I'm just going to do the Morthopod one and then... I'm pretty sure the essences are random. Oh, I'm not spending all day shooting plants when I could do something a bit more interesting like arena. Yeah, they'll probably stay for at least the month. I think there was a vote on the council. It was either today or yesterday. And if they want to change anything about an airdrop, mid airdrop, they have to end the phase and start again. So they can't change it halfway through, which is probably fair. But I think there'll be a push from the community to maybe get rid of the dailies. I will definitely be supporting that.
Isn't this light show a little dramatic? Oh, now that was a ride. Next stop, Brightland Steps. Landed.
Still 6 out of 10. Oh, we'll go up there. Oh, I missed it.
Up and up it goes.
See, the ranger's got a few new sound effects. Doesn't happen. Doesn't help when every second morphopod escapes as well. Oh wow, he's much prettier than he used to be. Alright, we're going to finish this run and switch over to Arena. I'm already fed up with this. If the dailies take you 2 hours to do, it's just not worth it. Like, if it was a 5-minute thing, fair enough. But, I mean, I've already been here for an hour and 5, according to my stream. And that's just way too long for, like, a couple of points. So let's do some Arena. Or let's do some survival mode.
Next up, Sanctum Mesa. Landed.
Back to menu. Man, it feels like forever since I've done anything in Arena. So I think it wants us to do training. Let's have a look here. Play 2 survival game in training mode, reach wave 10 in training mode. I'm sure that won't be too hard. To be honest, I don't even know what the difference between training and competitive is. I think it might just be the same, one's ranked and one's not. Seems a bit pointless. Oh, someone got up to level 30. Oh man. Oh, that's better. Let's see. It's a very nature-orientated team. Oh, there's no time limit. Right, so that's the difference. Right, so in competitive mode you got a time limit. Do we have a nature weapon? Bloom rod. Oh, we can try that out. Hollow Lesser Earth Volante. Oh, so you're back doing stage 0s, are you? That's a nice find, I guess.
Shall not be defeated. Download is complete.
Haven't really used phosphorus very much.
You're too much of a waste for space.
Sorry, I don't follow, Russell. You need Earth Volante for a couple fire gems, is that right? Or you need a couple fire gems? Oh, right. Gotcha. Ah, for the... Yeah, I gotcha.
Back to nothing.
I haven't even looked at the crafting milestones, to be honest. Are there any... Oh, yeah, there's like the armor crafting and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably worth having a look at.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Heady's wildfire. Is he wildfire? Yeah. When you level him up. Pretty sure. Probably should have used him instead of Twine. Oh well, locked in now. Might have to change my weapon, I think. Oh, it's only the casual one. Yeah, he's done quite a few long ones lately. Like 5-6 hours. Which is pretty impressive. I usually lose the power to speak after about 3 hours, so...
Your download is complete.
So I think we're just going to do wave 10. Then start and quit another game. That should give us our dailies, and then we can go to competitive mode and try there. Because I don't see the point in doing the practice matches. Oh, we could do some proper arena battles too, I guess. So that's wave 9. Let's get our wildfire buff. Chuck that suit on, that'll give us some more health. Because my range is going to cop it from the scions. So this is just a challenge mode, Katniss. You it gives you set teams and set opponents, and they get progressively harder and harder and harder. And then arena mode, you're versing other players or an AI, and you're actually using your own alluvials, your own team, and your own combinations. Whereas it's all preset. Alright, we'll do one more wave. So this is actually the very first game mode they released. And it's always been decent, but when it was just this by itself and nothing else, we're saying no overworld, no arena. Yeah, it got old really quickly. Is that true, Mercury? Thanks for that tip. I'm going to try that out next time. So you just shoot it with a normal weapon and then you capture it and you got a better chance. That is very cool if that's true. So I mean, what do you reckon your success rate is using that? Do you reckon it's 50% or more? Because I don't usually pay attention to the morphopods. Like, you just catch them when you catch them. But I think it's quite a low success chance. Now, does it count as... Do I have to if you restart from the checkpoint, do you still get credit for playing twice? I don't know. me just reload. Oh, it hasn't given me credit at all yet. Oops. We'll just start again. All right. Yeah, thanks, Mercury. I'm gonna try that out for sure, man. That's an awesome tip if that's true. I'm just gonna throw this match so I don't have to wait. Okay, let me just check. Play 3 Ascendant game in ranked mode, 2 survival. Play 2 survival game in training mode. Reach wave 10 in survival training mode. So I should have those last 2. It's only giving me credit for 1. Alright, I might have to actually finish a round. Maybe it didn't update. Try again.
Your download is complete.
Okay, we'll see if that worked. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's... oh, wrong button. Abandon. Let's do some arena ranked matches. This could be a disaster. Ranked. I am going to have to modify the team because I didn't have any weapons when I built it. So we'll just load up our... I've prepped 2 teams. I've never played Magma Enchanter before, so that could be bad. But we'll give it a go. We've got our Jotun team ready as well. What's this? Prioritize owned items. No, that's not right. Oh, that's better. No. Yeah, the team builder doesn't seem to be working as well as it used to either. There's definitely issues with this. Equip that. I just made a couple of almost random weapons, but don't know how they're going to go. That one. And some armor. Free rotation. Oh, there's no pictures. Ah, I've never even seen the free rotation thing before. May as well put that in. Save. And if I edit the other team now, I won't have to come back here. So, I'll just do that one quickly. Sorry, this is probably not good, not great viewing. Yeah, this page takes forever to load now. It never used to take this long. You can't actually click on them until it finishes loading either. There we go. Yeah, well, it looks like there's going to be plenty to do, Katniss. Plenty to do. Jumpsuit. That's the one we want. Alright, save. So we're going to try the Behemoth team first. Play ranked. I don't even think we have to win these. Let's go back there. So we're queued up. Yeah, it just says play 3 Ascendant game mode in ranked. You don't actually have to win them. I wonder how many people are playing Arena these days. There we go. 1 minute queue. No, I didn't see his ranking. I think he's pretty close to me. Pure damage, reduced healing efficiency, pure damage. We'll save our buff. Ready to go. Oh, that's pretty close.
You're too much of a waste for space.
6 Omega power on crit. Oh wow, I'm not going to win this, am I? I think that was a little bit lucky. Ooh, Predator. See if we can steal 2 of these. Interesting. So this gives me Behemoth. And this little guy jump up here. Oh, you know what? This is filthy. Chuck Predator on the Jotun. And he's going to jump straight to the back line and go kill his healer. Ah, that's cool, Russell. I think I'm going to steal that idea. I mean, I've got that many resources saved up, I can probably just make them without having to do too much farming.
You're download is complete.
This is an absolute mess of a team that I'm running here. This is not. this is just some random crap I'm playing. Combat start, 10 health. Okay, that's good. Predator. That actually didn't work too bad. Yeah, I'm going to look into that, Russ. Maybe I'll do that in the next night or two. So this is meant to be a Behemoth team, but I'm instead running Predator because I got the bonus card. So now my Behemoth has Predator. My Jotun has Predator. Which is pretty damn cool. Completely unintentional, but pretty cool. Yeah, but I mean, farming the early stage weapons isn't that hard if you don't have them already. Yeah, thanks for joining, Russ. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. this will be my first official arena win in well, since we went to testnet actually. I think I played some games on the private beta, but yeah, it's been a while. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's one. Oh, and you get experience now too. That's cool. I wish they would let you see what the XP of each alluvial is when you're picking them, so you can pick the right ones. I suppose that's fairly minor on the list of things they got to do at the moment. Alright, we're going to try that team again, but not necessarily with the Predators, although that worked pretty well. So I think the issue with this team is it's actually really hard to get Behemoth, because Flare and Mjol are quite expensive and time consuming to upgrade. And now the weapon you've got to use is 40 points instead of 10. By the time you get Behemoth up and running, it's going to be too late. You're going to have no support or healers. Alright, this guy's a little higher ranked. Bonus energy on attack. Gain 15 attack range and 5% attack speed. Chuck down this guy this time. Oh, actually, no. That looks cool. Who's next? I think that Ador's going to heal like crazy with those 2 buffs. Interesting. Nice combo. Not the best setup, but... Okay. Oh, this is a cool buff, but I don't have anyone to put it on. We'll get that. Oh, I don't have an Apon in this team. That's what I need. That's what I'm missing. Probably Katniss. It's still the same basic game, but they've been tweaking it for a long time now, so I was never that good at it to begin with, but doesn't seem to have changed too much, from my perspective anyway. Okay, couple wins, that's nice. Play again. I mean, the cards you use or the buffs you get, they've changed a lot since I last played. And I mean, the combinations I just got then, I don't know whether I was lucky or not, but one of them, my little my deer, who's a healer, every shot he was stealing 10 energy off the enemy, but whenever he omegaed, he gave 30% of his maximum energy to the entire team. So he was healing really quick and then giving the energy to my entire team. So, I mean, that just seems like a crazy combination. Almost like you shouldn't be able to get both those buffs at once. Probably. I could use some practice. I don't know. It depends on how competitive it gets. I'm sort of looking forward to the new game mode they're releasing, Gauntlet, which will be a 8-on-8 free-for-all type thing. That should be more interesting. To an extent, when everyone's playing Arena, what happens is there becomes one best team or two best teams. And then everyone's working out what team beats that best team, and whoever finds it first sort of wins. And it just runs around in a circle. And once everyone's learnt that new team, it's then a race to find the team that beats the old team. And it just goes in a circle. And everyone's playing the same thing, or everyone's playing something that beats that same thing. So it's just the way it is. Like, it's a one-on-one game, so everyone's trying to play the best team. And if you can work out how to beat it first, you'll climb the ranks real quick. Gauntlet should be out. Well, Kieran's playing the test version now, apparently, and it's in the in-house testing team, so it could be out very soon. Don't know whether it'll be out before mainnet, but it could be out soon. And that's completely free to play. You don't have to own any alluvials or own any fuel or land to play that. It's sort of a game to suck everyone in, to bring in new players. From what I've heard anyway. Okay, this is an unranked player, so this could be someone new, could be someone experienced. Let's try that. Alright, we'll go with the same setup this time. The cat didn't do much for me last time. Should we go with Gorilla? We can sub him out later. See, the whole theory was Arena's good, but it's quite an intricate skill-based game and might not be for the masses. Whereas Gauntlet is the new mode they're releasing that might be a little bit easier for new people to get into. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. Basically, it's like an introductory game, and I think players who own the assets will get like skins. Their characters will look a little bit different, giving them something to encourage them to come into the game and start playing. Man, this guy's got a pretty tough little Earth team here. Berserker, no. 30 grit and resolve. I'm being hit by an attack, gain 1 energy regen. That's cool. No. Grab that. I don't think I've set up very well here. Oh well, see what happens. Oh, that did some damage. And my Jotun's gone hyper. Surprise!
Fatality.
Oh, yes, my favourite. This is a really fun item. Really fun. I think he might be in trouble unless he changes his tactics. Or I'm too overconfident. We'll find out. Watch Jotun teleport all over the place, killing people. Are they worth a lot? Not really. They're just normal alluvials and they look cool. And as soon as we go to mainnet, they get wiped. So, no, I don't think they're worth much. I haven't checked the actual Illuvidex, but yeah, I can't imagine them. They might have a little bit of extra value, but not much at the moment. Yeah, I noticed that Mercury, and I was holding on to about 2,000 dust thinking they might get cheaper, and they've actually gone more expensive. So that really sucks. That's a lot for a Master Shard. Not sure whether that's a good or a bad thing long term. Like once everyone's on mainnet and doesn't have a whole stack of alluvials, that might actually make things feel more valuable, more rare when you do get them. The idea is they want most of the alluvials, the stage 3 alluvials you catch, especially the tier 5s, to be something you level up yourself. Whereas at the moment, yeah, we catch most of them. So I think that's what they want to change. Well, I don't think I've been playing particularly well. It's just a matter of my opponent not really being that experienced. We could go rogue class. So let's move him up there. Yeah, I know what you mean. But, I mean, we still don't even know how much fuel's really going to cost. That's the whole thing. Like, it's really hard to judge what the value of anything is when you don't know how much you got to pay for the basic fuel to get it. So, but I feel ya. I got a feeling that they're going to want everyone to have all the alluvials and be able to afford it. And the value is going to be on the really high stats hollows and dark hollows. That's where people are going to be playing around with rarity. But I'm pretty sure virtually everyone's going to have a set of alluvials at some stage. But where I think the trap's going to be is these little quests and missions and getting your airdrop points, especially once we go to mainnet. That's going to cost you money to do that stuff. Like you're not going to farm 50 runs in a week trying to get every alluvial because it's going to cost you too much. I exited accidentally. Let's do some more battles. We're winning, so we may as well keep going. Yeah. Like there's no way I'd be speed farming dark hollows or hollows trying to get airdrop points if I'm paying, even a couple of dollars per run, So they're going to have another way. Another bunch of jobs for people to do, another bunch of missions that aren't so that don't encourage you to spend all your fuel. It might stimulate the economy in the short term, but I don't think it's a good long term thing. All right, this will be the last game for the night, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. I'll try it out still myself. Yeah, sometimes you need to up the sample size to get consistent results. So yeah, maybe catch 100 morphopods and see see how good it really is. Yeah, that's right. The missions should be something you do as you go along, doing whatever you'd normally be doing. So if you're hunting for alluvials, the mission should complement that. They shouldn't be your focus. I mean, people are going to be playing the airdrop farming route to try and make Illuvium, but if they're spending more money than they're getting in Illuvium, what's the point? You may as well just play the game to have fun and forget about the airdrop altogether. So there's going to be a fine balance for them to work that out. Even like the hunter events, like you're not going to run around from mission to mission looking for 4 or 5 specific alluvials. It's got to be like something you do on the side, a complement. Okay. Oh, there's my favourite augment. Grab that. Try a different upgrade path this time. Oh, it's a school night, Katniss. Can't be up too late. So it looks like this player's unranked as well. Seems like a lot of people are trying to get some points on Arena they might not have played before. Interesting combo.
Download is complete.
Adrenaline Rampage, what's that do? Okay. That's interesting. Ooh, that's cool. Grab that. Don't know who I want to put that on. We'll hold off for a bit. Air and dust. Yeah, it's just a little bit down the path to the left. Dust, granite. I don't know whether to deny him dust or go for granite. We'll go for granite. Okay. Oops. Yeah, that seems like the quickest way, Mercury. I missed the teleport too. Or the portal. Saved you pressing M, bringing up the map. Jotun's on a rampage. That gives us Bulwark. I've been wanting to try Fury out in this build. It's pretty expensive though. Yeah, what the hell. Pop in there. I think a giant wall of magma might be pretty cool. Man, that Jotun just wrecks stuff. Whatever that teleport ornament is, it's almost unfair. Water infusion. Oh, that's good. There's a lot of good stuff. Alright, we got magma. Don't think there's much you can do with this build. Oh, I got another spot left. Brutal. No, I shouldn't pick on the new guys. Alright, well that was a productive afternoon. Thanks for joining. Oh, hang on, we've got a couple messages. They said they nerfed the hollow spawns, but I'm seeing quite a bit. I've done maybe 5 stage 3 runs and seen one every time. Yeah, I noticed that too. I mean, I've only seen stage 1 and tier 1 and tier 3 hollows so far. Nothing else. Haven't seen any dark hollows, but I haven't done a lot of runs. So I guess time will tell. They didn't say how much they nerfed it by. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining. We're going to do another stream on Friday night. So hope to see you all there. In the meantime, happy grinding.